All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Sonic versus Sock. This game taking place here on Secret Valley 2.0. Sock spawning as the yellow human player on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Sonic spawning as the red Night Elf player on the top right. Getting this game underway already. Tree of Life, Altar of Elders, Ancient of War in position to try and tank. And will it be a Demon Hunter? No, it will be a Keeper of the Grove. Sonic opening things up with a Keeper of the Grove going up against an Archmage. Pretty classic matchup as of late. Well, I think actually Demon Hunter versus Archmage must be a longer classic matchup going back to, 2002. Archmage gonna go ahead engage against that Null Warden there. Militia gonna try and get an attack on that Null Warden, and then once that Militia has engaged, well, Water Elemental can be summoned to try and absorb a bit of that damage. Archmage picks up a quick Tome of Intelligence, 15 extra mana, and, well, an additional point of damage. All right. Yeah, hey, PJ, nom nom nom. Is there an old map that you wish came back? As a human player, Lost Temple. Anyways, we've seen quite a bit of Lost. It's just that everyone thumbs it down. I would see Death Road myself. Footman gonna go ahead, engage against the Null Brute and all of these Nulls here. Archmage does get up to level 2, picks up a Claws of Attack +5. Meanwhile, Archer finishes off that Null there. Keeper of the Grove making its way down, perhaps gonna try and get some entangles off onto some of these peasants and try and do a bit of disruption. Militia are already battling it up against this Keeper of the Grove. We're looking at 16 workers already by Sonic, as Treants could be summoned up here as well. This one scout tower is already halfway done upgrading, as the Keeper of the Grove trying to finish off more and more of these units here. All right, more engagements getting underway. Treant's going to try and engage against some of these peasants, as we're looking at unit after unit going to fall. There goes another entangle as well. This guy going to get taken down before this scout tower is done upgrading. Keeper of the Grove going to try and head off into this position here. One low hit point peasant. Is it going to get taken down? No, it gets denied, as we're looking at Sock doing a great job with the micro, keeping Sonic at bay, as the units are still once again retreating. Militia, well, Archer actually holding the position here, trying to finish off. Doesn't take down the peasant. Beautiful micro by Sock to deny that last one peasant again. All right, so Sonic, that Keeper of the Grove, has taken down a considerable number of peasants that for Sock to try and retrain up, but doesn't really have the experience to show for it with some beautiful denies. Archmage now is trying to see if he can return the favor. Gonna dive into his opponent's base, perhaps try and take down some of these wisps, as he is just shy of level 3. All right, wisps now making their way over there. Some detonations as archers are showing up to the party as well. There is Dust of Appearance on the Archmage, but trying to take down Night Elf units early on during the first Nightfall next to so many Moonwells can be very problematic. Archmage getting ever so close to trying to get up to level 3 and perhaps dropping a level 2 Water Elemental if it can get just a little bit more mana. Entangle now on a Footman, as the Keeper of the Grove, alongside help with those archers and huntresses, able to finally get a bit more experience there. All right, Entangle going down onto the Archmage. Archmage does have Boots of Speed. Are we going to see a surround? Trying to get a surround there, so difficult, as there was a small window of opportunity, but it is difficult to surround with huntresses, since they normally just try to get within attacking range instead of trying to get in surround range. That little bit of range, 225, actually can be can actually be a negative aspect instead of a positive aspect sometimes when you're trying to surround units. Easier to do it with, melee units than with range units. Anyways, coming back to the game here, Keeper of the Grove going to clear out this creep camp here, get up to level 3. Archmage will be getting to level 3 as the Footmen finish off this Nightcrawler creep camp here. Nightcrawler trying to make its way over, take down that Archmage, but instead sacrifices itself to give level 3 to the Archmage. Doesn't really sacrifice itself, falls at the hands of the Archmage and gives it level 3. coming back through. All right, couple of footmen. Huntress is going to try and well push through into this location, opening that door even further with the help of that ability and being able to well open up the trees there and have the forest come alive, so to speak. This well fortified, defended location now being opened up by that keeper of the groves, level 2 summon treants. All right, more damage getting racked up here. Archmage is using clarity potions, healing salves, and Sok is looking for a window of opportunity to try and defend against this, as we are looking at Ancient Protectors being thrown down as well. Keeper of the Grove has, Keeper of the Grove going to go ahead and summon up more treants. The barracks could end up getting taken down. Militia now being called over. Riflemen, footmen unsure of how to engage in this battle here, as the archers are also lobbing those arrows from behind as well. No range upgrade, but doesn't really need them, as damage is getting racked up here. All right, Huntress is going to continue to push this one arcane tower just a bit too far, as the workshop is now getting added in. All right, Ancient Protector is going to get rooted into here in just a moment. We need to see mortar teams to try and stop these Ancient Protectors continuing advance, as we are now getting the long range rifleman upgrade as well for those riflemen. Coming back through, archers continuing to pelt with that range here, as the treants, this entire side of the forest and base was completely opened up by the Keeper of the Grove's mana. 3 Ancient Protectors now done, and Sok may not even be able to complete this long rifle upgrade. Well, nope, looks like he will be able to do that, but only has 2 riflemen now, going from 400 to 600 upgrade before the barracks gets taken down. All right, workshop is done, and the mortar teams are going to get trained up here. Is Sok going to be able to, well, at least slow down the advance enough to get enough mortar teams out to really try and mount a comeback? Back at home, Sonic Space, we are still at Tree of Life, not even at Tier 2 at all. This is a Tier 1 push with Ancient Protectors. I wouldn't even say this is a rush. We are, 8 minutes into the, okay, maybe it is a rush. 8 minutes into this game, as the mortar teams are now looking to lob back these Ancient Protectors. Militia getting still called over here. Only production building is this workshop. Farms have been consistently taken down, and now we are supply blocked. Mountain King wants to get back inside the base. Stormbolt, but ends up getting finished as the Keeper of the Grove gets up to level 4. Glaive Throwers now joining in on the battle, as well as the Glaive Throwers and the mortar teams are trying to exchange blows. Ancient Protectors trying to knock down this keep, as unit after unit is falling on both sides. Sonik, 43 supply going up against 28. Archmage, however, getting up to level 4, now has level 2 Brilliance Aura, may be able to summon in additional water elementals, as well as more treants are joining in on the battle. Rifleman gets shut down there. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level, or trying to get up to level 5 here, trying to continue this push, as the Ancient Protectors are actually getting bombarded by these mortar teams. More mortar teams need to get trained up here, as the treants, trying to knock things down. All right, Glaive Throwers attempting to shoot down this last mortar team here. One more shot should do it, and it goes absolutely splat. Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back away, as the Mountain King, does it have enough for a Stormbolt? Scroll of Town Portal forcing it to be used, as Sonic cannot stick around in this fight. So close to breaking Sok here at that 9-minute 50-second mark. All right, repairs are in order. 42 supply by Sonik. Ancient Protector still lobbing boulders at this keep, but the mortar team should be able to finish off this Ancient Protector pretty quickly. No barracks, now going into an Arcane Sanctum. Mountain King trying to do a bit of creeping. Water Elementals getting summoned up, as this, Flesh Eater tries to cannibalize and, get in a little bit more hit points. Mountain King sitting at level 2 does go for Bash. A lucky Bash or 2 may be able to, allow to stop a fleeing unit as well. Keeper of the Grove very close to level 5, picking up a potion of greater mana, and now having access to level 3 Treants or Entangle could be huge. Yes, it is going to be Treants, as that Forest Troll Trapper going to fall. All right, Sonic trying to, follow it up, sitting at 40 over 50 supply. Sok had to spend a lot of money on infrastructure, again, trying to get those farms back up, as we're looking at 29 supply over 36. Stormbolt onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove, however, with well, a Scroll of Healing should be able to stay alive. There's a couple of bashes as well, a couple of detonations as the Keeper of the Grove trying to finish things off. There goes an Entangle, and are we going to see one Huntress getting taken down, though, as that damage is really racking up. Huntress trying to get in front of that Mountain King. Mountain King, however, with Boots of Speed, able to run away easily and quickly. Mortar teams and Priest are here. Mountain King needs to get healed back up in a hurry, and we can see a little bit of lobbing attacks as the Treants are going to come alive, rebuilding these buildings to try and make a protective wall, as those Treants are now walking single file into an arcane tower and taking some serious damage before they even get within range. Mortar teams, well, trying to finish things off. Archers going after the lumber mill. Not quite sure what that is about. Let the glaive throwers finish off the buildings and have the archers go out after at least the arcane tower instead of that building here, as we're looking at more engagements again. Treants are now coming alive off the side here. Sock sitting at 33 supply is going to be able to hold this, as we see an Entangle go down onto that Mortar team. Mortar team does not have the benefit of a Dispel, as the Priest still needs to research that, but then that would slow down the production as well. 47 supply compared to 31. Mountain King is going to be able to land a Stormbolt on any of these fleeing units. Yes, they are. Archer going to get taken down. Mountain King still trying to chase after all of these units again. Mountain King has enough mana for another Stormbolt and could go after, yes, another Stormbolt onto an Archer there. Scroll of Healing was used for that save there, as the Treants are now pushing back the other side. All right, Archers. Archers still sitting at tier 1. Sonik trying to close the door on this game. He had his opponent up against the ropes, but, well, was forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal to try and save that Keeper of the Grove. Archers getting in, taking quite a bit of splash damage from that Mortar team, and that's going to continue to give the Mountain King more and more experience. If that Mountain King gets up to level 3, that is going to be very dangerous, as the Archmage gets up to level 5 and now has level 3 water elementals. Glaive Thrower is continuing to lob attacks back here. Priest trying to work overtime and heal back up all of these units again and again, as we see a Scroll of Regeneration healing up the majority of this human army. Sock not going down without a fight, though, continuing to push forward more and more, trying to take down this Arcane Vault, as Priest are going to perhaps get some detonations across all of these units here. All right, Glaive Thrower is trying to fight back here. Mountain King trying to make its way forward, and here we go. Level 3 now on the Mountain King. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? No, we do not, as we don't quite have enough mana as of yet, as the units are still retreating back. Mountain King gets in a lucky bash right there, going to finish off an Archer, as the Mortar teams have been able to create enough separation and a distance. Mountain King is within Stormbolt range, but that Keeper of the Grove, it just has too many hit points right now. Instead, going after Archers, trying to slowly pick off Archer after Archer, as the Keeper of the Grove now sees an opening to try and take down some of these, backline units, those Priests and those Mortar teams here. Archers trying to run away from the Archmage. Mountain King looking to finish off the Glaive Throwers, and with those Boots of Speed should be able to do it. All right, trying to finish off these units again. Cloak of Shadows, Flying Machine, giving true sight, not allowing these Archers to shadow meld, and that one Flying Machine pretty much ensured the death of 4 Archers so far, just because those Archers couldn't shadow meld. Perhaps Sonik thought that without Dust of Appearance, forgetting that the Flying Machine was able to give sight right there. Priest continuing to heal back up inside here. Treants, unable to really finish off much of the units, as that Arcane Tower is, dishing out quite a bit of damage against all of these summoned units. Archmage of Sock looking pretty strong here. Mountain King, it looks like he finished off an additional Glaive Thrower before Sonik retreated back, and now Sonik, after all this time, has taken the supply lead. Tech advantage for Sonik, the Mortar teams and the Priest working together, able to hold back the onslaught. Archmage and Mountain King really the main army here, with those water elementals, with the barracks all gone. All right. We could perhaps see a barracks getting added in, and once more to perhaps add in some riflemen, as we see a Stormbolt now go onto Sonic's Keeper of the Grove. Mountain King has enough mana for another Stormbolt here. Keeper of the Grove needs to keep its distance, and, Sonik has left the game. Sock able to hold on, even though he was up against the ropes for so long, and it looked like he was in such dire straits. A beautiful, beautiful hold. Beautiful hold by Sock against Sonik. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below. Here are the final scores.